If you're a mobile gamer or an aspiring one and you're looking for a smartphone under 40,000 rupees, you're going to love this. For the ones who don't know, Xiaomi has a gaming smartphone series called Black Shark, which was launched last year, and the first device in this series never made it to India. But the Black Shark 2 has now been launched in India and it's such a monster. Xiaomi has included a bunch of gaming features in this device, like there is Black Shark toggle, which immediately puts your device into a gaming optimized UI, which frees all the memory and cache so that you get a smoother gaming experience. Besides that, you get Snapdragon 855 chipset in this phone, you get 8GB of RAM, there's a 48 megapixel camera sensor, and all of that is in a phone which costs less than 40,000 rupees, which means Xiaomi had to cut some corners for the Black Shark 2. So, does it still perform like the monster it looks like? Is it still the best gaming smartphone in this budget? Let's find out the answers to all these questions in this video review of the Black Shark 2. Black Shark 2 has a 6.39-inch display and the colors on it are pretty nice. They're vibrant. Watching videos on it is a lot of fun. You can play a lot of games and you'll really enjoy it. It does not have a notch, which is a great thing, but the bezels on the phone could be slightly thinner. The display is also not very bright. When you're looking at the display in bright light, you may not be able to see things on the display very properly. Besides that, the phone comes with a dedicated feature which helps you reduce the flicker on low brightness. Overall, playing PUBG or any game that you like to play on the phone is a really good experience because the phone is otherwise bright on higher brightness levels. But if you're a gamer, you might enjoy the OnePlus 7 Pro screen a little more because that has a higher refresh rate of 90 Hz. Now, when we talk about the design, the Black Shark 2 exudes gaming vibes with its glass and metal design. There are subtle reflective green strips running down the side of the phone, giving the device a subtle but attractive detail. The lighting on the S logo can also be customized according to your own choice. The phone has really good grip, and overall, the device's design has a very good appeal for gamers. Now, when it comes to performance, the Black Shark 2 has Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset, and it's amazing for playing heavy-duty games like Asphalt and PUBG. The Black Shark toggle mode, which we talked about in the beginning of the video, in terms of performance, it makes very little difference, but the UI it gives you is pretty cool. Although one problem with the Shark mode is that when you're playing the game, you can't switch to the Shark mode in between it. If you are playing the game in the Shark mode, then you can't access anything in your phone at that time. You can just play the games, that's all. The phone's display also has very low latency, which means there's instant action when you're tapping on the display. Basically, the moment you touch on the screen, the jumping and the flipping actions, all of that happens almost immediately, which is really great. The speaker quality isn't very great. Also, there is no headphone jack on this device. The smartphone comes with 8GB of RAM, which means you can open a bunch of apps at the same time. The device gives you about 1 hour of gaming without heating up, and that's again a very great thing. The Black Shark 2 also comes with an in-display fingerprint sensor, which is not very great, so I'd rather you use the face unlock for authentication. Overall, the Black Shark 2's performance is pretty remarkable and you're going to enjoy it. In terms of software, the Black Shark 2 comes with the stock Android experience. It has a clean UI and there's some crazy gaming wallpapers from Black Shark. There are not a lot of software customizations for gaming, but there is a gamer studio in the drop-down which lets you connect different accessories to the device. Now, when you talk about the camera, you shouldn't expect some really great camera performance from a gaming device. But on papers, the Black Shark 2 has some really crazy camera specifications. At the back, it has a dual camera setup, which is a 48 megapixel and a 12 megapixel camera. At the front, it has a 20 megapixel sensor. But the colors in these pictures are slightly pumped, which means the green would look really green and the red would look really red. You get the pattern there. A lot of pictures clicked from this phone also have a slight yellow tinge, which is not such a great thing in all kinds of scenarios. The dynamic range is also not really the best on this device, and the image separation when you click bokeh pictures is good, but the blur is slightly less than you would probably expect. At the front, the selfie camera, which is a 20 megapixel sensor, is also good and takes just about okay portrait images. Now, fueling this Black Shark 2 is a 4000 mAh battery which easily lasts you a day and a half. It comes with Quick Charge 4.0, which charges your device from 0 to 50% in about 30 minutes, which is a great timing. PUBG playtime on this device is about 3 hours, which is really nice. Now we're back to the question if the Black Shark 2 is really the best gaming device in this budget. While it is true that the Black Shark 2 does cut some corners because of the aggressive pricing it has, but it is still a really great gaming device in this category. It may not have the 90Hz display that the OnePlus 7 Pro has or the air triggers like the ROG phone, but it exudes those gaming vibes that mobile gamers really care about. Overall, it's a great phone and it's really worth its money, and it's one of the best gaming devices that you can find under a budget of 40,000 rupees. I'm Nandini, Tech2's resident internet wali, signing off. Let us know what you think about the Black Shark 2. Are you a gamer? Are you using any gaming device that you would like to tell us about? Write to us in the comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to Tech2's YouTube channel. We have two now. There's a Tech2 gaming page and a Tech2 gadgets page. Make sure you subscribe to both these channels. Thank you for watching our videos. Keep watching them, keep liking them, keep sharing them. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.